Right, so this morning I'm on my way to picking up a customer's GS. So it's a pretty new GS. It's and not only that, it's the GS 1250, the R1250 GS. So this customer, he wants me to pick it up, take it back to my workshop, and fit the Denali 1 package to his bike. But there's a difference with this one, which you might find interesting. What he's asked me to do is to put on the newly modified Adventure Light bracket. So the Adventure Light bracket is the one that goes on the adventure bike, which you see on my own personal bike. As standard, it does not fit the R1200GS, so it needs to be modified. So if you like this video, obviously smash the like button, subscribe, click on the bell notification so you don't miss any future videos. I'd really appreciate that. But more importantly, leave a comment for me. Tell me what you think to it, because I'm going to show you a comparison between the standard GS light bracket and the Adventure Light bracket. If you like this, the Adventure Light bracket on the GS, please get in touch, because you cannot buy this from anywhere else. This is a modification made by myself, where it's an accurate fit, because the standard Adventure bracket will not fit. If you buy the Adventure bracket from somewhere else, it won't fit. Actually, whilst I'm in the car, or just on the way, because we're nearly there, I'm finding not just one or two, I've got a lot of customers who are messaging me, telling me that they've bought their Denali combination kit from somewhere else. Now, and they've actually paid a bit more money as well. Now, that's not because they prefer to buy from somewhere else. It's only because a bike thing hasn't been around that long. So it's quite normal for customers to see the Denali gear on a GS or a GS Adventure, do their Google searches, and then they're going to find someone, or one of my competitors, who have been around for a lot longer than I have. The only difference is they don't do installations, they don't do videos like this of how to actually install the gear. So I'm getting a lot of people, not just one or two, quite a lot, saying they've bought the gear from elsewhere and then they're too scared to fit it, or they fitted parts of it and then they can't do the rest. So if that's you and you've bought your gear from somewhere else and you'd like me to install it, then drop me a line, and then maybe we can talk and discuss a way of either you coming to my workshop or me coming to you, depending on how far away you are. Where there's a will, there's a way, if you know what I mean. So anyway, right, I'm going to switch off now because I'm nearly there and the traffic's getting pretty busy, so I need to concentrate. And I will flick this, as long as my battery's okay, I will flick this all back on when I'm back on the road on this new GS. Okay, over and out. Right, okay, so I'm on this customer's new R1250. What a great bike. It's my first time I've actually ridden this bike, as in like the new R1250 engine. Yeah, it's nice and sprightly. I wouldn't say it's any quicker than my R1200 since I've had it tuned and decatted, if I'm completely honest. But it's nice. I always find the GS a little bit more nimble. It's just that even though I've got the seat on the high setting, my legs, I personally couldn't do, 300, 400, 500 miles in a day, which is what I'm used to doing when I go overseas on road trips. But it feels great for a little run around. But it just feels a little bit too small for me, if I'm completely honest. But maybe that's just because I'm used to the adventure bike. Certainly plenty of poke in it. Plenty of poke. So
let's get this back to the workshop and kit it out with some pretty lovely Denali D4 spotlights, hybrid spotlights, the sound bomb, and the all-important Cam Smart PC plot. If he's going straight on, I'm going right. Yeah, I'm going right. Otherwise I'll get stuck in my head. Again, as well, the gearbox, it is silky smooth, but I've got to be honest, the gearbox of my R1200 Rallye is actually silkier. Okay, we've got an opening. Oh, that is lovely. Oh, not really coming off the gas at all here. Just goes exactly where you want it to go. Just grip on the tank with both your knees and just push down the bar and round it goes. It's great. We've all got different techniques and tips that we can give on riding, but one of the biggest ones for me, which was like a light bulb moment really, it's like the penny dropping on my riding, was exactly that. Grip onto the tank with your knees like it's 100 grand in a bag between your legs. You don't want to let go of it. Just grip onto that, relax your upper body, and just push down with the hands on the bar to counter steer around the corners. And you'll notice your bike just becomes a third of the weight. It just feels like a lighter bike just by applying that. Right, okay, so we've got this customer's R1250GS in, and we're going to start fitting all the bits and pieces to it. But just for this video, I'm not going to show you the whole installation. There's other videos on my YouTube channel which I'll show you the links up here of where you can see how to install it all and everything. They're not thorough installation guys, it's just showing you how the install takes place. But for this video, all we're doing is showing you the difference between this bracket here to hold on the D4s. So if I grab some brand new D4s, so you can either have this bracket where the D4s sit like this up here, and so the D4s sit around about there, or the Adventure bracket, which needs to be modified first, where this sits down here and then, sorry, this way around, and then these will sit back here like that. I'll put these on now and show you both examples and see which one you prefer on the GS. So this is the standard GS bracket I've just fitted, and I fitted it in a way where the D4s are sitting on top, or what we could do, and I'll do it now whilst the camera is rolling. Okay, so there we have the D4s hanging off that bar, which does look a bit odd because it's showing too much of the bar, so it probably does look better sitting on top as I had it before. But it depends on whether you want the D4s to be sat that high. Now what I'm going to do is whip this whole bar off again and put the Adventure bar on. Now the beauty of the GS is that you don't have to take any of this front nose off at all. All of this bar is easily to install without taking anything off the bike. I haven't unscrewed any panel, nothing. The mounting holes are easily accessible just down here. You just pop the bolts through, and all the mounting kit comes with it. So it's very, very simple. So all we're going to do now is just take this bar off, put the Adventure bar on, modify the Adventure bar first, and put it on. And so you'll see these hanging down right back here, where it's going to look really cool. Very similar to how my adventure bike is set up. This is the modified adventure bracket fitted to the GS. That's all done. Now I just need to put all the wires through so you can see it all working. But doesn't that just look so much better? It just looks fantastic. I'll just bring the camera around so you can see it a bit better. It's fantastic. If you look at my GS Adventure, in comparison to this, just looks so much neater up there. Just don't forget, guys, you can only get this light mount from me. No one else does this, okay? Because it's not a standard part. It's something which I, with the help of another customer, have come up with. It just makes the GS just look, oh, that looks great. Come on, that looks fantastic. So I've just installed the Cam Smart, put all the wires through, put the sound bomb on, and got the D4s on. So just need to put the seat back on. But are you ready? This is what it looks like. So I've moved the camera so you've got a really good view. How's that look? Oh, it looks fantastic. It looks great. So I've already set these to 10% intensity on the run light. So here we go. Oh, I quite like that. The actual D4s come on before this, whereas on my Adventure they come on afterwards. So that's very different. So there's your run light. There's your full beam at 100%, and then the cool bit, the strobe. So tell me what you think. Please leave a comment below. Do you like this setup? Because this is only available from a bike thing. You can only get this from me because this is a modified bracket, as I've said so many times already on this video. Right, so I'm gonna get this all put together again. That's taken me just under 3 hours to install all of that to this bike, and I've got to get it back to its customer. So I'll get this video edited later, yeah, see you in the next video. Which one do you prefer? You ready? Steady, go. There we go. Cool. Pleased.